Yo,
What up? 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 What up, man? Straight from the Gutter Network presents Yin and Yang the podcast, episode 71. Straight from the Gutter Network is sponsored by Sensational Smiles, 2 West Main Street, Middletown, New York. Make sure you go check them out. Get your jibs fixed. Get your body sculpted. All them little things, you know what I'm saying? All them little things that ultimately have you looking right out here. You know what I mean? Summer's coming up. I see a lot of y'all messing up with the Wegovy and Ozempic and all that, killing yourselves. Please stop. Please stop. Y'all looking bad. It's not cute the way y'all losing the weight.
They've been losing.
Cute. Yeah, it's not cute. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Welcome back, Dow.
yo,
Yo, wait, hold on. Quick
Listen,
shout out.
yo,
Shout out
Dow.
to I got a quick shout out. A quick shout out to my girl Britt Goddess, aka thanks for tuning in. And of course all the other people that's about to tune in from KV to One and other people, but I'm gonna shout y'all out as soon as I see y'all.
factory.
Yeah. So Bam is the official person that gives a shout out for Yin and Yang the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like when we put the comments up, you know,
Shout out Victorian
always mark that
Craft.
up.
Thank you.
But before we get started, I want to give a major shout out to Dowsania.
How you mean?
As
Talk to the boy.
as a business partner, as a friend, as a husband. Like this man is stepping up to the plate every time you turn around. And Dow, I want you to tell the people your photography page, because that's what's been showing the journey of the world through your eyes. So
that's a fact.
people
That's
know
what
what the idea is.
Your page is fire.
No,
It's
that's exactly.
Fire.
No, that's exactly what that page is. It's really just looking at the world through my eyes. I take pictures of everything, you know. If I get booked for like an event, like a wedding or something, you'll see like somebody's wedding pictures there, you know, or locations that I'm actually going to. I take pictures of those. I take a lot of panoramic shots so you can see the whole view of what I'm doing and where I'm at and all that good stuff. So it's called Thousey's Eyes, THOUSEY eyes, as in your regular eyes.
Wait, matter of fact, Dow, say it one more time, because I'm putting it in the comments.
THOUSEYEYES, Thousey eyes.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Make sure y'all check that out. It's fire.
Nah, tap in, and listen. We have a open format to show people love, to be able to uplift each other. You know, in the Black and brown community, it is so much competition, there's so much self-hate, there's so much knocking each other down, wanting people to do good, but not to the point where they're doing better than you. And that's a sick mentality that, you know, Yin and Yang the podcast just don't subscribe to. Shout out to Leslie. What up, sis?
We're definitely trying to dispel that.
Absolutely, by all means, you know. So we definitely show love, and if y'all, any company out there, any organization, not for profit, whatever, if you want to sponsor Dowsania for a segment of the show, right, where y'all work something out with his photography and his DJing, and he gives y'all your shout outs, by all means, reach out to him. Same thing with Bam. Yo, any one of y'all want her to do anything, promote anything for y'all, show her some love. Send her some boxes or something. Do what y'all supposed to do in the marketing end, and she's gonna shout y'all out because we have an open format here. There's no boss. There's no none of that. We're all 3 individual bosses that came together and started a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're giving y'all the unfiltered truth from both sides. We got a lot to talk about. As y'all see the cover, yo, the wig is trying to mess up with my kicks, man. Wait, hold on.
The what?
Hold on.
I was confused.
Read that right there, Bam.
Yo, thousandaire, let me hold $3.46. Rich ass photographer. I got $6.54. Trying to make a full 10, B.
Yo, y'all are silly.
Y'all leave my husband alone. Leave him alone.
And it's crazy. I just took a picture of my TV screen because I'm actually watching the show. You see the comments coming up live. It's pretty fire. Never really thought about thinking about that. Miss Leslie, welcome, sis. We live every Saturday, from 9 to 10, 9 to 10:30, 9 to 11. Sometimes we're feeling spicy and doesn't ain't got too much to do the next morning. But he Jamaican, so you know he got like 100 jobs. So with that being said, Trump is trying to mess with my kicks, B.
Oh yeah, I'm not
feeling this.
I got 5 fingers to slap his face.
What happened? Explain.
Bro,
explain.
listen,
I barely wear sneakers, so explain.
The tariff.
Oh Lord, here y'all go with this, man.
So with the tariffs, with certain, so what Trump is doing is Trump is trying to bring power back to our country, retain power, retain the resources, do everything in-house, right? So the countries that are not willing to play ball with him, he's putting a tariff on, right? And as y'all know, our biggest trade partner, who we owe billions to, is China, where we get all of our sneakers, right? Dazzanier and I are sneakerheads. This is a little disheartening because something that would have been, let's say, $1, it's automatically going to $1.52. You know,
Yeah,
just to kind of offset something.
I really can't see myself paying $175, almost $200 for a pair of all white ups. I really can't. That's insane. That's really insane
just,
for me.
There's no way that this is going to work. But take a listen.
Ballparking. If a $100 pair of sneakers costs $100 made currently, whether it's in China, Vietnam, or Indonesia, if it was made in the U.S., how much would that pair of sneakers cost?
$300 or $400 easily. Yeah. In fact, we've even just looked at the tariffs coming into place tonight at midnight. A $150 pair of running shoes will be $230, right? And that's coming from overseas sources without U.S. labor.
Tariffs.
That's just with the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Folks will feel that. Matt Priest.
They will.
So now I agree with this from KB.
Ready? China was robbing us. We don't need China more. We don't need China more than they need us. Sneakers ain't a part of the big picture. Ain't a part of the big picture.
I agree. Also true, baby. As y'all know, we speak our truths here, and we don't ever try to act like our truth is a fact. It's our opinion, right? Everybody has an opinion. Some people have a more educated opinion than most about certain topics, but it still doesn't make it a fact.
I got you. I'm just saying this. This is what I'm saying.
Go ahead, sir.
Once my prices on my sneakers go up, I got beef with your man. And them. That's it.
That's it and that's all.
Well, then tell them to start making sneakers here.
It's gonna cost more. Period.
We can make our own stuff.
It costs
That's a
more
fact.
to make stuff
Yo,
here.
and speaking of making our own stuff, I am gonna give definitely gonna give a shout out to Goods. Website is nothingbutgoods.com. Goods with a Z at the end. Battle rapper, some of y'all may know him. That's the homie. He got his own sneaker. He got the slick walks, and now he's dropping the CR1s. He got the oil spill color, so y'all know when the oil spills on the ground and it turns proper purplish with black. He got a sneaker like that that's reflective, fire. So I'm probably gonna pull up to when he does his open house for his store. He does have a store in Jersey, so I'm definitely gonna tap into that. Black owned, shout out to him.
Nah, definitely do that. Take pictures. Take plenty of pictures. See, Jessica, you are so correct. Like I said, we got so many people here that got stuff, that got sneakers, that got certain clothing, certain items, and everything else that we just need to start buying here. Bring everything back to what we are good for here. There's a lot of people that got all these trades and skills, and they're not able to use them because everything is not being made here. Nah, I seen people complaining about Shein and Temu.
Wait, hold on, Bam.
All
Hold
that.
on, Bam. My fellow Scorpio brother says, I'm not complaining unless gun prices get crazy.
You see this?
So KV, right?
You
sir?
see? You see the bias?
The way you and Ja Morant love your guns, Dr. Nyan Lai love our sneakers, my brother.
That's because of your location. See, when you come down here when you come, I mean, I don't know where he's at, but where we at, guns are more important than sneakers.
So feel our pain for a moment, because if that does happen to y'all gonna flip the script.
I mean, I won't because I'm not even flipping the script about Shein and Temu. I don't care. I guess I don't know. Certain things I don't know.
Yo, none of this shit bothered me.
I
didn't care until I saw my sneaker price was gonna go up. Now I
right.
That's it.
I mean, I ain't even care.
But listen,
y'all worried about sneakers, but y'all ain't care about the damn eggs.
I don't eat eggs. How about that?
Gotta know where I was going with it, because everybody's complaining. You complain, so you care more about sneakers than eggs?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Because everywhere I turn, everybody mad about eggs.
I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck them eggs.
But you do know what I'm sick of? It's just these goddamn AI dolls. Now everybody got an artificial intelligent doll. Right?
What you mean? You talking about the Barbie doll? What AI doll you talking about?
Alright, peep game. Like, out of all them dolls, right, that have been coming out, I ain't like none of them. But I do like this one.
20K by this week in cash. That's a demand to the government. Respect to the law. Okay. Respect for the law. Okay. Respect to halal.
Them dolls.
Oh, that's because of that whole LeBron now got a Barbie or a Ken doll or whatever.
Yep. Let's get to that. For those of y'all, right, that don't know how to be a fan without fanning out, now you have your own LeBron James doll, so y'all can rub on his balls all day.
But hold on, but didn't they have action figures? Remember they had the sports action figures? So that's what they did. So they turned LeBron, instead of being an action figure, it's a Ken doll.
So they can rub on his balls.
He couldn't come up with his own movie. He had to redo Space Jam,
which was F. 4 Fs. You really want to be real about it.
Yeah, I ain't even see it. So I forgot that he did that.
Don't see it. How about that? Don't see it.
I don't want to.
Ray Charles through it. This motherfucker. He ain't got none of that. None of that. Now, Why do we keep playing like we're God?
In
Like
what sense?
we really need to stop. Wait. KV says they turned Bron to Ken, B. This means them lingerie pics ain't AI, B.
Oh, he's retarded.
Yo, KV must be stopped.
KV, mine. Don't be acting like that, mine. Don't be getting all shaky like that, mine.
But listen, for example, right? The dire wolf. Scientists have now done this, which is a species of wolf that died out some 12,500 years ago. Lives again as the world's first successful de-extinct animal, according to Dallas-based biotech company. Colossal scientists have created 3 dire wolf pups by using Asian DNA, cloning, and gene editing technology.
Man, we about to have them shits in our crib. Them shits are about to be domestic ass dogs. We about to domesticate them niggas. This is Twilight. We about to domesticate the fuck out them niggas. That shit gonna breed, nigga. Somebody gonna try to breed that nigga with a pit bull. I'm trying to tell y'all. Or a husky. What? A dire husk? Nigga. A dire husk.
You would really put that in your house? For real?
A dire husk? Yes, I would. A husk die, whatever it's gonna be. A husk wolf, a husky, whatever. First of all, y'all should know I'm crazy. My husband knows I'm crazy. I said I want a pet owl and a harpies eagle. So you trying to tell me I can't have a damn dire wolf?
KV says pit bull gonna shake them niggas out. I'm done.
They about to breed. Can you imagine getting a pit bull, a dire pit, or a pit wolf?
But hold on. But if dogs, what if dogs have a threesome, right? And it's a pit bull, a dire wolf, and a Yorkie.
What? Yo, that actually made my head hurt. It's not possible.
How is it not possible?
I don't think alleged, because remember, allegedly that happens to females. Like when they be having trains, like 2 guys, and allegedly if a female get pregnant, we seen this on Maury, and one baby was one guy's and one baby was another guy's. I don't know that they found out if dogs could do that yet.
But what if a dire wolf and the pit bull are double penetrating the Yorkie and they both bust in at the same time?
Nah, but it's whatever sperm gets to it first.
But it's off to the races though.
Yeah, but whatever sperm gets to the egg first, that's what the egg is gonna be. That means it's gonna be either a Yorkie dire, a dire York, or it's gonna be a York pit.
Dire York sounds crazy.
Or a York pit.
Fire. Ooh, a York pit.
I know, me and my words. You know, I'm always creating stuff off the top of it.
But
y'all done lost your ever living mind.
I didn't lose my mind. I still didn't find mine yet.
Yo, but do y'all believe that after y'all get married,
I never had one. Just lost in space.
Y'all should change out your phone number.
Explain.
And also, by the way, this young lady right here that I just put up, Jessica B Live.
Right.
Can you imagine the dog fights?
What?
She also got she has a dope YouTube page as well, a lifestyle page.
Mm-hmm.
Check her out. B Live, put your info in the comments, that way they can follow you and all that. But yo, listen to this.
Changing your SIM card after you get married is mandatory. Why would you want all your exes, all the guys you used to flirt with, to have access to you now that you are somebody else's wife? It is disruptive. You cannot have your exes viewing your status, commenting with fire emojis and heart emojis when you look good. You cannot allow anybody to have intimate access to you once you're married. If you have had intimate knowledge of this person prior, you have no business staying in contact with your exes. No business still having their numbers in your phone. The quickest way to remedy.
Yo, tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure.
Question.
Answer.
What the hell does you switching a SIM card has to do with people having social media?
No idea. Because guess what? Different phone number. You still got the same IG. Hold up. What's the
Wait. How about even if you know you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? That a lot of people, if you know you're not in a relationship, not just in a relationship, if you stop talking to people, you can just not talk to them. Also, you can still delete the numbers out your phone and everything else, and you don't have to speak to them or whatever at all. I've done that.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. If I don't talk to you anymore, I don't care if you're a friend, somebody I dated, somebody that I whatever. If I don't talk to you like that, your number's not in my phone.
Yo,
I delete it.
Bam.
If I'm not talking to you.
I've had the same phone number since I was 17.
I mean, I change numbers like every time I want a new damn phone.
I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, if I don't want to talk to you, if I don't give you access to me, you don't have access to me. It's really that simple. I'm not changing my number.
Who are you? You're not important enough for me to change my phone number. It can easily be blocked. And 90% of the time, I don't even answer phone numbers that are not stored in my phone. So, what are we doing here?
Word.
Facts. And then now, like I said, I change my number whenever I want to get a new phone.
But yo, Bam. Texas passes bill requiring fathers to pay pre-birth child support. So now, what they're stating is this will mandate fathers pay child support retroactively from the date of conception rather than from the child's birth. The bill introduced by Senator Brian Hughes, because it's going to pay for costs like prenatal care and other medical expenses. So now, what are your thoughts on this?
So they just assume that nobody gonna be with their kid's father, huh? Naturally. I mean, I don't know how true that. I don't know how true that bill is. I don't know how true. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, and I ain't hear I'll be saying anything about it either. So I don't know how true that is. Okay. He said it is. So okay. Now my thing is this though. Child support only means is like, if you're not with the parent at all. So I guess they assume that nobody's going to be with each other. So people are just having kids just out of that's it.
Yes.
Yo, y'all want to know what the biggest issue is to me? Is the fact that we even have to think like that. Because we don't even look at getting married first and then having kids. Everything has been just kind of ass backwards.
Who does that anymore? What are you talking about?
But that's the thing, right? So to avoid the possibility of somebody just kind of trying to sneak out on their responsibilities, so at the end of the day, the woman didn't make the kid alone. So it's only right that the prenatal, the and everything else you should be providing for that. Because if you can't provide for that, then what does the woman even have to expect that you're going to provide for the child once it's born if you can't provide now?
But again, why is that even shouldn't be a? Not saying shouldn't be a topic. Why is that in question if you are ready with the kid's father?
Now everybody's like that though.
Baby mama culture ruined marriages. That's a fact.
Yeah, you're right. Because chicks rather be baby mamas talking about, yeah, I'm a boss, baby mamas, instead of being wives.
Exactly.
Fiancés, shit, even girlfriends.
There you go. They'll sleep with you before.
Oh yeah, speaking of help us both, y'all. Cranberry juice.
Heard you. Say the Joe
Listen, man. Listen, I don't. Yo, people really need to get on board with this health thing. I was gonna play another video, but since Ben went to that, let's go to this.
What happened to a man's body if he drank cinnamon and beets every day for 1 week? After 24 hours, his stamina will rise and testosterone will get a natural boost. After 48 hours, fatigue fades and muscle recovery speeds up. After 7 days, inflammation drops, his mind is sharper, and his body feels stronger. Here's how to make it. Chop 1 beet and squeeze 2 limes. Add a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 cup of water. Blend, strain, and drink every morning on an empty stomach. Add honey if you want it sweet. If you're not following Huelthy, you will never see us again.
I'm gonna need that.
Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth.
I need that for the muscle. I need that for muscle recovery. I'm gonna need that.
I got you.
Definitely gonna need that.
I got you. We don't gatekeep. We don't gatekeep over here, man. As men, and women, we don't gatekeep information. We don't gatekeep prosperity. We don't do none of that, yo. We share things, and all we ask is for y'all to come out here, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Share it. It's free. Show love. It's free. Hey, I'm asking y'all for not a dime, man. Not a dime.
For now.
Anthony Edkill KV. Right before the health is wealth, video that we just went to, the child support, where Anthony Edwards is pretty much said his body, his choice. That's a fact. You know what the thing is with Ant?
I'm not knocking it. I'm not listening. As a woman of the Yin Yang podcast, I know a lot of females ain't going like this, and I don't. And in the words of Orlando Brown, I live in a world where I don't give a fuck. I agree with him, with Anthony. His body, his choice.
Because the thing is this, right? Women, we're acting like it's so out of this world that there are women predators out here that are targeting these young men. Shout out to Dre and Michelle.
Especially these rich ones.
Jalen Green, come on. You could have did better, boy. You could have did better, my boy. But, you got these, he's 39, he's 22, pregnant with his kid. Wild. They target these kids, and then they tell them, oh, well, we're on birth control, we this, or we that, and they stupid. KV said the problem is he did that shit like 6 times. He wildin', but if they can kill him, he can let him live. So it's wicked, man. These young men, they need better role models. They need better big brothers, unks, some sort of support system to teach them that, yo, this ain't the way. Brand new millionaires at the age of 17, 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Them NIL deals. These kids is making $1 million a year and they're still in college. Like, let's put that shit in perspective.
There's a double standard,
where were we?
There's a double standard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a double standard. Because think about it. If this was in reverse, they would have been coming at them young men crazy. They don't talk about the women predators as much they talk about the men predators.
They don't. Them
Like
Shelly's be out there.
like you
They
see
be
how
outside.
what's his name? You see how they came out? What's that guy that be dressing funny with the hat? He has his own little talk show, and he just got. Yeah, they talk about him. They talk about like all the stuff that he do. But meanwhile, you got people like you just named Drea. You got people that you just named, and look at what's going on. But there's no outrage. There's no this. Nobody's talking about that because, again, it's a double standard. It's not right, but we're going to put it out there. It's a double standard.
No, it definitely is. But, you know, speaking of age discrepancies, right? I know y'all seen this going around. Y'all had to have seen this going around. Let's talk about it.
No, Mom said, no.
I'm talking.
I know you talking. I didn't get your truth about this. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't.
That's how I groomed you. I was grooming you. Groom you, nigga. You, man, bro. You a monster, bro. But you might have a monster, like, but you, shit, man. If they knew, oh my God, you're.
So,
nasty work. Definite nasty work. I don't support that. Well, he's in Georgia, right?
I gotta. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. One, I don't agree with this. But I understand and see why they say it is. But I understand why. I don't know if I understand, but I get what he was saying. Where he's like, in first of all, Georgia law, I think the age of consent is 17. It's not 18. But,
17.
You know, everywhere, you know, it's different. So, of course, how he was raised and how he was brought up, either way, anybody under this in a certain amount of age, we're going to think is wrong, period. Like 18 and 40, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even I think that. But, you know, hey, to each his own. But basically, he was trying to say that before this girl, like, he couldn't groom her because she was already a hoe. I think that's what he was trying to say. Like, she was already out there doing things to adult men before he, you know, took her or whatever, made him his lady or whatever like that. So that's where I think he's coming from, and why he don't feel he groomed her, because he was already doing stuff like this already. So that's probably why he felt that way. But he's
40. So he's 40, and she's 17. At 17, you're too young. You are unseasoned. You are naive. You're not there yet to even make a decision like that. Wow. I completely disagree. He definitely groomed her.
No, I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm saying he feels that he didn't groom her because based on she was already out there. I still said that he was wrong. I still said that. So we on the same page as that. But I'm thinking that the reason why he's saying he didn't groom her is because she was already out there doing stuff already.
I just want to know something.
So because she was already sucking dick, it's okay? Like, the fuck are we talking about?
No, it's not okay. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying that's how he's probably feeling and thinking. That how you gonna groom someone, meaning like how you gonna like teach them or tell them to do something when they was already doing it already before he came along. So in his mind, he's like, oh well, she was already out there fucking and sucking. All I did was stop her from fucking and sucking other people. Now she only do it to me. He is a predator. He is.
How does a 40-year-old relate to a 17-year-old? I don't understand.
unless he was locked up for 30 years.
Stunted his mental growth.
Yeah, it is something wrong with him. He is a whole predator. Like, he is wrong for that. But when you got certain people mindsets, like you got predators out here that feel, oh, it's all right. Oh, it's okay because of A, B, and C. Or it's okay if it's all right and everything else. I can do this because it's my child. Or it's okay, I can do this. She was already out there doing this, so I can do it too. I just stopped her from doing something else. You gotta try to think, but try to not think, but pay attention to why, like certain things, why a predator do the things that they do.
Listen.
And I only know because I watch a lot of different programs and different things about mysteries and psychological and everything, stuff like that, a person's mindset. So it's like, they don't have the same mindset. They think in the opposite. They're not being logical.
Go ahead, Dr.
So like I said, he is wrong.
Perverts are gonna pervert. So I just don't know what we're gonna do with these perverts.
In the words of my husband, shoot him in the face.
That sounds like a bet.
Before I play this video, I want them to be clear. Leslie says redirect. She's still a child. Facts, thousand year. He's a 40-year-old grown child. They probably on the same level due to his lack of maturity. I know plenty of grown-ass kids. It's pretty sad. But listen. Let's see what this.
Can I just be 100% completely honest? It is so ironic to hear people talking about the erasure of Black history, talking about Harriet Tubman being removed from the national park site, but the same people that are talking about Black history being erased are the ones that voted to abort Black people. Like, every time you advocate for a Black baby to be aborted, you're erasing Black history. You're erasing every trace of that Black person living, existing. Get your shit together.
Well, that would be valid if we was able to abort that 40-year-old fucking 17-year-old. It'd be great.
It would be even better if I was mature enough to be able to properly watch this video without looking at her fucking mole.
I thought I was the only one.
Bro, that shit was bothering me.
Y'all got ADHD like a motherfucker.
I gotta grow up.
All I kept saying to myself was Molly, 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 Molly.
Oh shit, we gotta grow up. We have to grow up. At some point we have to grow up. But shout out to Sensational Smiles, man. Check them out on IG, Sensational Smiles 845, 2 West Main Street, Middletown, New York. But I mean,
you agree
right,
or disagree?
It would be valid.
Well, in the case is, yes, what she's saying is correct, but abortion wasn't just for Black people, and majority of abortions aren't Black people. So some part of it is true and some part of it isn't. Unfortunately, everybody's trying to erase Black history, and it's usually those people.
They remove Harriet Tubman from the
website.
Like,
I don't know. I don't. This history. This history. I mean, without going as deep, because I know and everything else, this can go on. This can go on. Some of this history stuff is a little bit. It's shaky. I don't believe all of it. It's shaky, but again, I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yo, Bam, you know what's even more shaky? What's even more shaky?
What?
Is the fact that, now that we are at the age that we're in, we are seeing these changes in real time of the Harriet Tubman, of certain other historical figures being eliminated, right?
Right.
But we don't know what really happened.
Exactly.
We
Like a lot.
don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know what else has been eliminated. We don't know what else has been falsified, or we really don't know.
Right, because a lot of people didn't realize, that's finding out that Beethoven is American. He's black. A lot of people just found that out.
He's black.
A lot of people just finding that out.
That's crazy.
But we was told this. How many times have we read? How many times have we read certain things, and they still tell us that is like, you know, we can get deep. How many times have we saw and read when they said, and you know what book I'm talking about? Skin like bronze, hair like wool, but when you see the actual picture, it don't match.
It's not an actual picture. How about that?
How about this?
It don't match, and that's not even the person. That's somebody else they showing. That's what I'm saying.
So how many Casper looking Middle Eastern people have y'all seen? Yikes.
You know what?
We get led by lies. But you know what I did like to see though? AD flipped off LeBron when they played their first game together. That shit was beautiful to see.
And he got fined.
Fuck that. I'll take that fine. Ultimately, listen. There's no way that LeBron did not know and did not approve AD being traded. There's no way. Nobody believes it, including AD. So peep game.
Fuck wrong with him? Yo, what the fuck wrong with him? Yo, fuck wrong with him?
Y'all need to shoot the fair one. Word to my mother, we need a special game, Dallas versus LA, just for LeBron and AD to meet at center court and fight for one half. We could have timeouts and everything. This ain't boxing. I'm talking about fighting. Because if you see right here, AD threw the middle finger up at LeBron. He flicked him off. And while before the tip off or whatever, AD really didn't want to dap Braun up. Because if he did, you would have did it the first time. You walked past him, got the ball, then went back, and you fake hug Luka Longa pose. But y'all got some smoke. Like, LeBron, you my mans, but there's no way in hell you didn't know your man AD was about to go. They called you first, though. This is your team. Nothing moves around there without your say-so. That means you told him he had to go. And AD, niggas never seen you in no type of action, not even a scuffle. So we really want to see what you would do against LeBron if you really in trouble. But sticking the middle finger up before the game is crazy. They need to get it on.
Yo, I've never seen somebody just throw their middle finger up at a player in the pregame. I've never seen that.
I ain't gonna lie. He gives me Allen Iverson 2.0. Like, that's something that I feel Iverson probably would have did if he was able to do it his time.
That would have definitely did that.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like he's like 2.0. I mean, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to how he played, but just the energy he just gives off, that AI probably would have did. He would have did the same thing. But you know,
listen, AD, he always hurt. That's the thing. Like,
he's Mr. Glass.
Wait, who's more hurt, him or Rose?
Him.
AD.
Wow.
AD definitely by far. But yo, peep game. You know how some men lead with money in relationships, right?
Yeah.
Or when they're courting somebody, and some women lead with looks, you know. And then when things don't work out, or when women start expecting certain things from the man is kind of like, she'll gold digger, she this, that, and the third, but you led with money, right?
That's a fact.
Or when we want to fuck, but you leading with a whole bunch of titties out on this, that, and the third, then you're offended because we said so was good, right?
Yeah,
this man once says he wants to keep it real. Let's take a listen. Let's say, do we agree with him?
I seen a post from a woman on here that said the real reason she doesn't date attractive men is because basically once you her type, you can get away with almost anything. And I 100% feel that. Like, I'm not gonna say I date ugly women because I don't, but like, I stay away from my type because my type has me spending money that I don't have, skipping work that I need to be doing, mentally going through all the fucking loops, and I don't want to go through no more circuses. I don't want to chase nobody. I only want what wants me. So I'm not going after my type, and my type is the traditional bad bitch, and I think that's everybody's type. But the bad bitch,
no, it's not,
has a worse personality. That's all I'm saying. So I like women that like me as much as I like them, as well as have personality to go with looks, have smarts to go with looks. Like, my type, all you gotta do is be light skin, curly hair, and a nice body and a pretty face, and boom, here's my wallet. Here it all. Oh, you need your nails done? Don't worry, I got it. And nigga, I don't got it. I really don't got it. So that shit is like detrimental to my life. So I stay away from them.
I don't got it.
Post KD's last statement. Second to last.
KB. This one?
Yes. He has learned in Yoda's verse. That is 100% fact. I understand that, and even what KV said is exactly the truth. Okay? What that young man has experienced is that there is more to a relationship than just the hottest, baddest chick. You need to get a woman that is beautiful, smart, intelligent, can handle her own and do the right things. Not a woman that's gonna put you in a tailspin and have you in debt.
Thousand, you forgot one trait. Crazy. You forgot crazy.
No, I'm not including that.
I agree. I agree with Dow. And
she got to be a little like a smidgen, like she got to be like a little crazy, a little bit, just a little smidgen of crazy.
I'm gonna give you this, Bam. Women are crazy.
Not all women. No, there's different levels. You got bitches out here that's crazy, and then you got diabolical, and then you got this bitch need to get shot.
Nah, Bam. Here's the thing, Bam. Okay? you get to an age where
I'm in the middle. I'm diabolical, crazy.
You no longer care what looks good. You want what's a good look. And what's a good look for every person changes. Because what's a good look for me is not what's a good look for Dow.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for you, Bam, right? And KV. For example, right? Depending on what your lifestyle is and what your lifestyle choices are and how you like to live and how you like to carry yourself and the things that you enjoy, all of those things are determining factors in who will make you happy and who will make you full. And people, before y'all get in relationships, make sure that you are healed. Come healed to a relationship. And I'm not saying the best version of yourself,
and
because the best version of yourself
is going to
be
what's a fake
the
heal?
person that whoever your partner is, that whoever you choose to go on the journey of love and life with, right? Y'all going to together make the best version of yourselves for each other. So when I say come healed, it's come healed enough to come with a level of understanding that you still can be better and you could still partner up with someone and y'all can make each other whole. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So let me answer Bam
Look,
with the fake
look
heel.
at this. Exactly. Dowsania, can you please read this from your wife?
You should want a woman who loves you for you and not for the material things. That's true.
I agree.
Let me answer Bam with the fake heel, because I did blurt that out during your conversation. I mean your monologue. Fake heel is when someone believes that they're healed, and the only reason why they feel that they're healed is because they've been avoiding the trigger that caused them to have that problem. So when they're exposed to that same trigger, they tend to react in the same manner instead of learning how to deal with that trigger and learning other ways to deal with it and move on from that point.
You want to know why that happens?
Mm-hmm.
People are fake healed because we come from a people of not understanding or believing in therapy. We never believed depression. It's shut the fuck up. You're not depressed. Go depress them dishes. Mental health wasn't a thing, you know. So it comes from that. It comes from not being able to disclose certain things and never actually identifying and fixing the root of the issue. Because if you mask it with things, right, it's like getting the Baccarat cologne but you ain't wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like,
that's just nasty.
You shouldn't do that. But that's how it is emotionally. That's how it is emotionally. When you don't fix the root of the issue with your mental health, you're never going to be healed. You're going to be fake healed, like Dazania stated. Now, what do y'all think about the fact that in 2025, more older parents are having kids as opposed to early 2000s?
Me? Me, me gutter.
So for the first time in U.S. history, women over 40 are giving birth to more babies than teenagers.
There's multiple reasons. I
think there's more. Talk to them, Dow.
And I'm only giving my opinion here. It's my opinion. I believe that a lot of women are becoming more career minded. They're thinking of being entrepreneurs, millionaires, getting better in their business before even thinking about even getting into a relationship. Having children is not their main goal. I believe that these women are I give you that too, but I believe that the younger women are now realizing that they don't have to live the traditional ideals that we have been trained over the decades that has been going on. It is not necessary at 20 to have a child. It's not even necessary to have them at 30. Around 40, late 30s and 40s, by that time you have developed mentally, you're a lot more secure, probably financially. And that's what I believe that's what's going on currently, because I think the marriage rate is also dropped because of it. I really believe that. But that's my belief. I don't have the facts enough to be able to
I agree to some of the things Dowsania said. Coming from someone who is going to be 40, I don't have no kids yet. Working on it. There's a couple of reasons why I didn't have kids young. I watched my mom. She had me young. She had my sister a little older. Same thing, my other two sisters older. And I see some of the things that she had went through. So it kind of like scared me not to have kids, you know, in a way young, because it's like, I know there's other things she probably wanted to do with herself and life and everything else. Not saying she didn't achieve them later on, and she did. But it was like, when you got a kid, it's not about you anymore. It's about the child, right? And stuff. And then also when partying, I wanted to party. I didn't want to pop no bottles. I didn't want to pop no baby bottles. I wanted to go out. Formulas. I knew formula was expensive. I knew bottles are expensive. Diapers are expensive. So I knew about all that stuff. And I was like, It's one of the same reasons why I never had a credit card, but that's a whole nother story. And then the third thing is who I wanted to have my kid with. Like, I want to be with my children's father. You know what I'm saying? And if there is a situation, God forbid, that where me and my kid's father are not together, I already know that my kid's father will be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no situation where I don't want no courts involved. I don't want no child support situation. I don't want none of that and everything else. Nah, like, it's going to be an open whatever door when it comes to that. So that's another thing, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't have time chasing after people. I didn't need no courts, no lawyers, no judge. When we made this kid, now we got to add all this. Nah, I don't want to deal with that. I do not want to deal with baby mama drama. I've seen all that stuff. I do not want to deal with it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm based on my attitude and how I am. I don't think I'd be like, I be coming at my man crazy, like, as a baby mom. And I don't want to be a baby mom. It's just my attitude. Like, nah, you're going to be in this kid life. Like, I'm going to be trying to force this kid down his throat. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to be a baby mom.
So,
I don't.
So based on what you're saying, you're just saying that women are making better choices.
Yeah, and they realize that, you know, and then due to certain things that we're eating, certain things health-wise, like as we getting older, they always say, like, you know, like when you're younger, not saying everybody, but the body is now more mature, is more developed, where we might be, some of us, we might be able to carry, because you got people in their 50s even having kids. You know what I'm saying? And that is that. But it's more, we're eating more. The food is changing. Things are changing. We're working out. We're exercising. We're taking care of our body more. There's some, if you look at some of these young girls out here, I mean, not knocking all of them, they out here looking older than we are. And their bodies is not, you know, doing, you know, they're not holding, they're not able to do, they're getting all the surgeries, getting all things and taking all type of different things. Like, again, I'm not knocking everybody, but most of the things that I have seen. And we're able to carry more healthier. We're able to do a lot more things. So less certain things and health risks. So before it was a health risk. Now is a lot of times people are able to have kids now. At older age, people carrying kids with other kids. So it's a lot of things.
Let's move on to virtual reality.
I need this in my house ASAP.
Yo.
All right.
How much is it?
Like, I have no idea, but I need this expeditiously.
First and foremost, have any of y'all ever played virtual reality?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I played it last Father's Day. me and my cousin, we took all of our boy children out to virtual reality. That was the first time I experienced that. That is one of the wildest things I've ever experienced in my life.
It feels too
And I
real.
completely,
It feels too real, bro.
I fell down, bro, because I thought I was able to sit down on a box. That's how, I swear to God, I fell down. This was crazy. It is way too real. And mind you, it still looks animated. Even though it looks animated, you still feel that you're actually there. So,
bro, I fell off of a roof and my heart felt like it was gonna stop. I said, okay, I need to relax.
I ain't gonna. I did one when it was hang glide when you're sliding and you're in the air and you had like the wind and you had like a little little thing. It was like a little box that I played in. Hubby did one where it was Marvel, and he said that it was crazy. The Marvel one was awesome. So yeah, whatever this is, whenever it comes out, if it's out already, I want it.
Oh,
I need to know how much.
That's got to be in production. I'm not even gonna hold you. That got to be in production.
Nobody would be outside. Nobody would be outside. You're gonna catch people in their house sitting there playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty is gonna be ill.
Post up Josh's last post. I'm gonna explain this to you. If you have not played VR, you will not understand that VR is way better than laser tag. I hate to tell you that. By far.
Laser tag just give you a more because you're actually doing it. But with virtual reality, it's a little different because you get to move and do things with your body that you can't do in laser tag.
First and foremost, I told you we went on Father's Day, and I would say that the Father's Day we had at least 12 people with us. Right? It was 12 of us. 3 adults, and the rest were all children. And it was amazing. It was one of the greatest bonding experience for all of us. It was out of control.
That's it? $4,000? That's not bad.
4 stacks is not bad. I'm not even
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Thank you. Send me the link. Appreciate it.
No, you gotta think about it. You got first of all, you guys look at that's not bad. $4,000. Y'all probably got more than that amount of sneakers in y'all crib.
That's a fact.
Bro, you wanna know?
And I know Blickies in this. I know Blickies. Our Blickies all together cost way more than that. So yeah, $4,000 not bad. A PlayStation is like what? A 1/4 for.
Imagine you being able to get your 10,000 steps in by playing Call of Duty in your house.
You'll get your 10,000 steps in on Call of Duty in an hour. How about that?
Bro, that's genius. You're literally paying.
First of all,
you're literally paying to live longer.
Hold on.
To live longer is nothing.
Nah, KB just said something about boxing. I wonder how that would feel.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I really box too, so I'm gonna be in heaven.
My only thing is if they're gonna give you the boxing, they gotta give you the reactive vest. I need the vest.
You know what I do?
I
did play. I have the MetaQuest one.
Yeah.
So I played Creed on there.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I think this will be able to do with it.
Correct.
Was I tired after my second fight? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, I was. That first fight, I was still good because I knocked them out in the second, so I was still good. But that second one though, I went
12
10
rounds. 10 rounds? It was dead.
Bro, I went 10. I was dying. Bro, I fell asleep with the VR still on my head. Pause.
Oh, dang.
Yo, now we went 10 rounds, like for real. We going 10 rounds. We moving. That Creed is fire.
But you know me. I gotta be childish. I gotta be childish. I would love to do that with Michael Jackson Experience. What? To do that virtual reality with the virtual reality with Thriller? Yo.
I was about to ask you what part of the Michael Jackson Experience.
No, either Thriller, Remember the Time, Ghost. I was nice in the whole game. The PlayStation version, I was nice in the whole game. But I would do all of them. But that Ghost one was the hardest one. And but yeah.
I thought you was talking about Neverland.
So Jessica be live, right? Who we are gonna have on the show as a guest host with us, right? This young lady right here. We're gonna bring on maybe next Saturday. She sent me the link to the device. I'm going to send it to y'all shortly.
Excellent.
Oh, and Gutta, don't forget to send us the that juice in the chat too.
Oh yeah, bet. I think I already sent it to Dow, I think.
Yeah, send it to me too.
Perfect.
But I'm sending it to you too.
It will be great for her to be up here next week because I won't be here next week.
This nigga here. Oh no, you did say the 19th. You did, my good brother.
So ain't that? Hold on, no, your birthday's in May.
Next week, yeah.
Okay.
This shit looks fire. I'm sorry, yo, but
I'm not really doing much for birthdays until I hit the next milestone on my birthday. When I get to
which is what, 40?
Way past that.
That was cute.
I know, that was crazy.
Okay.
Way past that. When I hit the half a century
over here,
when I hit the half a century, I think I might do something.
I'm nah, of course. I gotta do something for hubby birthday.
Yeah,
he's gonna be there before me.
What, 50?
He's 5 years from there. Almost 5.
So me and him are around the same age.
He's gonna be 45.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be 40. So we're 5 years apart.
He's a year younger than me. Because I'm turning 46 this year.
Yeah, I'll be turning 46 next month. So when I get to the half a century, I think I'm gonna do something
Jesus Christ.
No, half a century. When I get to the half a century, I think I'm gonna put something to get my wife to help me put something together, to get all my friends and family together, and do something nice.
Yo, you know how
that's gonna be big.
You turn 50? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm gonna just start saving from now because I know y'all gonna do some wild shit.
I got a question. Yeah. When it comes to milestones, like when it comes to birthdays, who do you think? Like, you think men take it more serious, or do women take it more serious?
Women.
1,000,000%.
Women.
Women don't care if they turning 28. That number don't even mean shit. Girl. Like, nah, women definitely.
Listen, women celebrate 6 months of a child being born. Let's be realistic here. Milestones is a big thing for women.
Well, that's one of the milestones. Think about it. When you're a baby, think about it. A baby, they do the birth, of course. They do every single month until when the child is 12 months. Then they do the years. Then it's the 1 year, then it's 1 to 4. No, 1 to 5. That's it. The first 5. And then it's the 10. Wait. Then it's after the 5. Then it's the 10. Then it's the preteen. Then it's 16. Then 18, 21. I still don't get why people, instead of saying your child is just 2 years old, oh, my baby, 24 months, 36 months, girl,
84
stop.
months.
But why isn't the baby born at 10 months old then?
Because it came out the womb, so it's starting over.
Why starting over?
Because it came outside.
I want to start over. Shit.
When it's inside, it was in there, like a cocoon. And then now the baby's outside the body, so now it's starting over to be outside.
When I go back outside, I want to start over again.
When you go back outside, you want to start over again? That sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
No, meaning like outside. Outside when the baby comes
no, I
outside the
don't-
hoo-ha or the belly, however you give birth. Still.
Yo, what do you feel about what Ja Rule did here to Envy?
I gotta ask, what was your mind frame and what were your thoughts when they said that they were bringing the Fire Festival back?
I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Envy.
What was the? I thought you was like, no!
I'm glad you brought that up. Remember when I was here around that time, and my good brother Envy was like, Ja, how could you have a partner that's doing some shit?
What's in this whiskey? What is in this whiskey? Yo! Now he just Charlemagne. That's a clock it. That's how you clock that thing. Okay, clock it. Okay, you clock that. Okay.
All right, I have questions.
I'm lost. What happened?
First and foremost, where's Jess? She's not in that whole video.
She wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Yo, so
Wait, hold up. Did they get rid of Jess and kept Ogre?
nah, they still both on the show, and Ogre actually has her own show now. Something talking to shit or something like that. But as y'all know, DJ Envy had a real estate partner that was robbing a lot of people
with the pyramid scheme.
Okay, and as y'all know, Ja Rule got into a bad business deal for the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
So when Ja Rule went through that and he went on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy was going extremely hard on him. Saying, how could you partner up with somebody? How could you not know? So Ja Rule flipped it back.
As he should, you know what I'm saying? Because
Envy was talking crazy. But that just goes to show that, when people are going through something or people make
You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house.
And if you had a glass jaw, you should wash your mouth.
I'm mad. You and KB said the same thing. Wait, speaking of industry stuff, Gutter.
Yes.
Please tell me you got the Terrence Howard. Do you?
Oh my God.
The who?
The Terrence Howard. If not, we gonna do it for next show.
You talking about the Diddy shit, right?
Yeah, but he was like, "Come on, man, the manhood, man."
Oh God, no.
I ain't gonna lie. Wait, no, I ain't gonna lie. The best Terrence Howard impersonation goes to D-Ray. When D-Ray did it on his special, that was the best. That was the best Terrence Howard impersonation to me.
So bam, let's leave with this.
Me for weeks asking me to come and teach him wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about this. This is clout chasing at this point.
Wait, Thousand ain't got nothing to say?
Nah, this is just clout chasing. He didn't need to say this. He didn't need to bring this up. Your man is in a situation now, and you bringing this up. So it's just what it is.
Y'all want to know what's crazy?
I mean, not to be funny, I wouldn't call. I mean.
But so what though?
No. Wait. Let me say this. I don't look at him. Some people look at him as a great actor. I don't look at him as one of the greatest actors.
He's not.
Like I said, I just realized maybe I'm 39. I think I found out at maybe in my early 20s that he was one of the Jacksons in the Jackson 5 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really care for Hustle and Flow too much. And I didn't watch what's that show he was on? Channel 5, Empire? I didn't really watch Empire, but so much and whatever like that. So I don't really, and then music wise, so I'm still trying to figure out why would someone hire him as an acting coach, but I don't know. But Columbus Short said the same thing too, and I'm still trying to figure that out also. As an acting coach, I'm still trying to figure that out too, but I could be wrong. But
you're not wrong. He's just seeking to be relevant. He's seeking to be relevant.
Here's my thing.
Wait, so if E equal MC squares and water numbers levitating, that shit didn't work?
No.
But the thing is, what does it matter? What does it matter? So let's say, okay, Diddy was trying to fuck him. Is that illegal?
So no.
So I'm saying, but what was the point of saying anything
about it? Exactly.
That's exactly my point.
Exactly.
Clout chasing.
There was no reason to say that, and I'm not a fan of kicking people while they're down. And I said this in the beginning. I've said this when the Diddy, everything was going on. I'm gonna say it again now. Diddy is coming home.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Diddy is coming home with time served in May when everything goes up. But Straight from the Gutter Network, sponsored by Sensational Smiles 845. We out of here, Yin and Yang, the podcast, episode 71. Let's get to it.